Edo State House of Assembly don assure to revisit the Persons with Disabilities Bill. The members of the Joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities, Edo State Chapter, don appeal with Edo State House of Assembly to look into the disability bill wey go help dem dey included for governance for the state. The secretary of the association come thank Edo State House of Assembly for their audience. E come say dem don pass the bill for the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities for federal level, but dem never still pass the bill for Edo State. E come plead with the House make dem consider the bill, as e also list some of the benefits wey go come if dem pass the bill.
Our visit to you this morning, Mr. Speaker, is very simple. As you all know, in the federal government, the bill for the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities has been passed. And on our own side in Edo State, we have been clamoring for this even before that national bill came into existence. During the time of our deputy governor, who is in the office now, this bill was first introduced in the House. But till today, he has not seen the light of the bill. We come here today, Mr. Speaker, to beg you on how that bill can see the light of the day. The bill for persons with disability that can make room for a commission for those persons involved. That bill particularly can solve a whole lot of issues concerning people with disabilities. By then, it will be a structure, if passed into law, a structure interfacing between persons with disabilities and the government, and persons with disabilities and the communities. You can imagine we going to bank to do our normal banking transaction. When we get there, they will tell you, wait outside. You cannot come inside. But with that bill, as it is in the federal level now, we solve the issue of our medical issue, employment, and other things concerning persons with disabilities in Edo State. We are appealing, and it should be something of gratitude if you can make that thing happen here in Edo State. As posterity to come, we honor you as you do. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and that is our primary aim of coming here to discuss with you.
The Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Marcus Onobu, come welcome them on behalf of the members and staff of Edo State House of Assembly. He come say he don't hear wetin dem talk, and he come assure them say dem go make sure say the bill see the light of day.
I join every staff and members of the Edo State House of Assembly to welcome your association to the Edo State House of Assembly this morning. I have listened very keenly, and I like to say that your issues raised, they are well canvassed and rightly noted, and to say to you that for us that are here, we have that privilege to be here because you sent us. And for us, politics, it's about representing your people and hearkening to their voice. As representative of the people, we are bound to always listen to the cries and the yearnings of our people, and you have come this morning to make a request of the Edo State House of Assembly. And I want you to be rest assured that your request is well noted. We will not just only expedite action in getting or dusting the file and looking at the pending bill like you have rightly mentioned that is with us. We'll see that we work hand in gloves with the executive that have the powers of implementation to see that the modern day reality as it stands to cater for your needs are imputed in the bill. And I want you to take home this morning the fact that your request is granted just as you have expressed it. The only part that we have to add is that we take upon ourselves to engage the governor, because we know fully well that he's a governor that plans for the future, he's a governor that cares for the less privileged, he's a governor that cares for all its citizens. And with the kind of structure that is laid down, because in the course of your conversation you mentioned that even in the construction of any public building, we will make sure that reasonable consideration as to making the facility accessible to you, and you are well able to do all that you need to do, that they are all imputed in such design and of course execution of such projects.
The chairman of the association, Comrade Anne Ojugo, said them come for the courtesy visit to let the House know the issues where they affect persons with disabilities for Edo State. She said the speaker don assure them, say them go look into the bill. She come also thank Governor Godwin Obaseki for the good things wey in they do.
I'm Comrade Anne Ojugo. I'm the chairperson of the Joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities, Edo State chapter. This morning we pay a courtesy call and a familiarization visit to our Honorable Speaker to intimate him on the issues that affect persons with disabilities in Edo State and to seek his support to enable us take proper care of persons with disabilities in Edo State. And one of the major issues is that we have been clamoring for the passage of a disability bill that will enable persons with disabilities to be included in governance and mainstream in activities in the state. So we presented a copy to him, as you have seen, and he has assured us that he is going to make sure that that bill scale through in Edo State. So, and we are very grateful to him. We are also grateful to the Edo State government because he is doing much on his own. Recently, he passed the BAC law, and persons with disabilities were included in committees he set up to see that that law is taken to the grassroots. So we are grateful to Mr. Speaker and all the members of Edo State House of Assembly for the warm reception and the promise that they have given to us today. We are assured that by the next World Disability Day, which is on the 3rd of December, that we are going to smile. That Edo State is going to write his name in gold among those who have actually signed the disability bill.
This one and the Ogbonge informate where TMC TV carry come give una on top the cocoa for today. My name na Chidima Anichuku from Benin.